Okay, so basically, I just wrote down my plan for the next few months, right? And the reason why I'm writing it down is because I'm practicing, I guess, manifestation. And mind you, manifestation is not just wishful thinking, like just hoping that something is going to happen and then it just falls out of thin air like magic. Like, no. Manifestation is basically taking a bet on yourself and basically saying, I bet if I put all my energy and effort into this thing, I would be able to obtain whatever it is that I want. So, with that being said, this is kind of like a rough draft of like what my daily schedule will be like. So, I'll start off with a shower and brushing my teeth. But I'll brush my teeth before I take a shower because when you brush your teeth, you're supposed to wait like 30 minutes after you brush it in order to eat breakfast. That way your enamel has time to harden again. Because if you eat right after you brush your teeth, that can cause dental issues later on. So you have to give yourself that 30-minute period of not consuming anything, not even water, so that the fluoride and stuff can work its magic, and also so that your enamel can harden again. That way you're not messing up your teeth. So yeah, we'll start with that. Then I'm gonna make myself breakfast and eat breakfast, make sure that it's healthy and balanced. That way I can make sure that I'm getting the proper nutrition so that I have like real sustainable energy throughout the day and I'm not getting hungry again later on, because I'm also on a weight loss journey. And then I have to schedule an appointment for my cat because I want to get her spayed. And then after that, yoga, which is really just stretching for me because I'm trying to learn how to do the splits. Okay, and then after that, I want to study for my temps because your girl is 22. I'll be like 23 in about like 5 months from now. That's not the exact amount, but anyways, it's April and my birthday's in October. So that's what, like 6 months. So about half a year from now, I'm going to be 23. Your girl doesn't know how to drive, so I need to study for my temps because my goal is to learn how to drive. I want to say by the end of this year, because I'm not going to say before I turn 23 because, you know, I want to give myself some time to like really learn. But yeah, I want to do that for 2 weeks, and then after I take the test for my temps and I get my temps, I want to apply for driving school, because that's the reason why I don't know how to drive yet, is because I'm too busy like trying to rely on other people to teach me instead of just taking initiative to learn it myself with the help of a professional. Because I want my mom to teach me, you know, but she has like anxiety when it comes to like the road and stuff, and with me being a new driver, that's going to increase the video cut off. But anyways, with her being with me being a new driver, that's going to increase her anxiety. So instead of keep on trying to like get somebody to teach me how to drive, I'm just going to go to driver's ed. That'll make it easier. Yeah, and then after that, well, obviously, like I'm not going to apply to driving school like immediately because I have to study for my temps and stuff. But anyways, also for the next few days, I want to research WGU, which is a university. It stands for Western Government University. And the reason why I want to research about it is because I do want to go back to school. I've been out of school for since last October. And I want to, you know, enroll back in school so that just in case this stuff doesn't work out with me, you know, chasing my dreams, which is to be like an author, like songwriter, and just being involved with the arts. If that doesn't work out, I'll have like a backup plan. So I want to research their nursing program, and also write down questions so that when I talk to an advisor or like an enrollment counselor, I'll be able to ask them anything that I am curious about. That way I can make a thorough decision on whether or not I really want to attend this university. But the great thing about it is that it'll allow me the flexibility that I would need in order to work. And speaking of work, I also need to look for a job, but I'm going to do that after driving school, because you know when you start like a new job, you have like that like 3-month period, like that 90-day period where this is really for temp services. But anyways, like when you start a new job, like you don't want to take off work immediately, like when you first start, because you're trying to build up your reputation and stuff like that. So before I even get a job, I want to go to driver's school. That way I don't have to worry about like having a work schedule and trying to figure out if I can, you know, go to class or not because I'm working. Yeah, it's just like a whole thing. So I'll look for a job after I go to driving school, and then when I get a job, I want to save up for a car and also for my classes when I start attending WGU again. And then while I'm in WGU pursuing my degree, I'll be doing things on the side to basically get my feet wet when it comes to my dreams, which is to be an author. So like, instead of trying to do one thing or the other, I'm just going to pursue a practical career while working on my dreams simultaneously. So I'll make sure that I write, more consistently, because I want to be an author and a songwriter and stuff like that. Or it can be one or the other, but I still want to do both, even if they aren't lucrative. Even if both are not lucrative, I still want to do both because I genuinely find joy in it, and I'm genuinely passionate about it. But anyways, this is like a rough draft of what I got cut off again because I'm using Snapchat. But anyways, this is like a rough draft of what my next few months are gonna look like on the day-to-day. So the reason why I'm uploading this to whatever platform I choose to upload it to, whether it be YouTube or Instagram stories, whatever, is because I just want to hold myself accountable. And I feel like if I post it to the public, that'll make me more likely to stick to my routine and actually, work towards my goals and stuff. Even if I don't get any views or anything, it's just me putting this out into the universe and into the, the atmosphere, whatever. I would just be more likely to hold myself accountable because I feel like people are watching and I don't want to let people down, including myself. So, and also this is going to serve as motivation because if things work out the way that I want them to, somebody might watch this years later and they might be like, wow, like she literally put all this stuff into, like her dreams became a reality because she worked towards it, and everything that she said like manifested into reality because she actually worked on her goals so that it could become a reality. So if I do the same thing, there's a chance, really high chance that I will experience the joy that she's experiencing now that she has made it or whatever. So and today is, it's 12 a.m. so technically it's April 29th, 2025. So we'll see what happens in like the next few months or years or whatever.